We begin our evening with 5 2-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing the purple trunks with black trim, she stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in at 131 pounds. She is a veteran of 3 bare knuckle bouts that she fights out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, by way of Tacoma, Washington. Introducing Randine, the Queen of Mean Eckholm. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with red trim, she stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in at 127.3 pounds. Tonight, she makes her bare knuckle debut, and she fights out of New York, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaica, the Hitmaker, Pavilus. Our referee in charge, Christopher Young.
Christopher Young, our referee, first fight of the night. Pavilus and Eckholm.
Right there. Yeah, right. Back a little bit. Round 1. Fight! Bam!
Here we go! Randine Eckholm engages immediately. And the dirty boxing starts. Pavilus in the black trunks, in the purple Randine Eckholm, who we have seen before, Paulie.
Yeah, we've seen Eckholm before. Honestly, good hook there by Pavilus. I've seen Pavilus at the New York Golden Gloves. She's got some good boxing skills, and she's showing them off right now at center ring, catching Eckholm with some good roundhouse shots from around the guard of Eckholm.
She won the 10th annual New York boxing tournament back in 2019. Nice uppercut connecting here.
Yeah, she's got Eckholm cut already, slipping, sliding around the attempted attacks of Eckholm.
She was very confident when talking to her yesterday, all about business, but the same can be said for Eckholm, who just ate a jab.
Yeah, Eckholm is more so trying to place those jabs out there instead of snapping them out. She's got the longer arms, and Pavilus is punching in between her, timing her shots very nicely. And now Eckholm is really leaking that blood.
That uppercut from Jaica's working very well, partner.
Yeah, it sure is. I tell you, the whole repertoire. Look at how she goes underneath the shot, slips the shot. She sees everything coming. She's much more calm. And there's again, she's timed that right hand as Eckholm tried to come with the right hand. And now she's cut on her forehead as well. Oof. That must have been a good knuckle shot, but there was no clash of heads. Usually a clash of heads causes that kind of cover. That uppercut again, Goldie.
That's the go-to.
Yeah, and Pavilus is very, very calm. She sees everything. You can see the boxing pedigree really working for her here. There it is again. You see, she sees everything, even in tight spaces. She sees everything. And also, Eckholm's very hesitant because she's worried about the counters. She's kind of aiming the shots instead of snapping them, and that's allowing Pavilus to see them. And again, with the counter uppercut.
Big first round turned in by the Hitmaker in her bare knuckle debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you, no flash photography, no shining your lights for fighter safety tonight, no flash photography, and please do not shine your flashlights on your phones. Thank you.
Do not follow her. Set it up on the outside. Don't follow her. You can watch her. On the outside while you're fighting her fight right now. You're supposed to welcome her to the Trigon. I need to fight from the outside.
The damage on Eckholm is all over her face. Here's that right hand right there that probably opened that cut up over the top of the left eye of Eckholm. You see how it was a good timing shot as Eckholm tried to reach out with the jab, but Eckholm also falls in on her front foot, and that's also why it makes it easier for Pavilus.
Start of round number 2. Pavilus was very relaxed and continues to be in her first round of bare knuckle boxing. You can see all that experience, Paulie, that you alluded to in New York, in Manhattan, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, everywhere.
And typically you can see the stand-up fighting on a professional boxer, a person with a boxing background, is a little bit more calm as they're used to being in this position, standing up, trying to time their shots and pick their spots. And you can see that on Pavilus.
Eckholm looking for the 1-1-2. Pavilus is, I mean, she is great head movement and continues to work.
Pavilus took a little bit of a right hand a few seconds ago, and she's kind of blinking from the left eye. I don't think she got hit the whole first round, but now she finally took a shot here, and she's showing some sign of a little bit of marks on the top of her left eye. But you look at the right eye of, we're talking about the cut on the eye of Eckholm, but even the right eye of Eckholm, there's some swelling on the forehead and on top of the eye as well.
Yeah.
Again, the good slips at short range. You see Pavilus seeing everything.
And again with the uppercut, she's looking for it.
And there, Eckholm could also lean on top of her. Remember, you're allowed to have that dirty boxing in the Trigon, and Eckholm is now leaning on top of Pavilus when Pavilus gets down low like that.
And Randine is the taller fighter in this matchup by 3 inches. So tie her up, try to utilize some dirty boxing in the final 25 seconds of round number 2.
Good defensive instincts from Pavilus. Eckholm tough, though. I tell you, she's hanging in there. She's even doing her best to try to turn this thing around and give Pavilus something to worry about.
10 seconds. You put a bell. 10 seconds.
Oh, another uppercut. She has got to be careful with those uppercuts from Pavilus. Pavilus has almost like a honing device.
Now you see what you're doing? Everything nice and dandy. The wrist no mean nothing. Now that's you fucking into one wall, start giving some strength and attack shit. We don't like to bend the body. We know that.
I stand for you, whatever you with, I'm with it. I don't come to me real right, for which I got you later to see it. I've been multitasking, rapping and being the dead. I've been spinning on business, spinning until I'm dead. I do all the stacking up stuff and help with none of these kids. You gonna lie to catch once when I catch, I'm waiting for it.
Time. You okay? Okay. All right. Time in. Fight.
Start of round number 3. Randine Eckholm in the purple-black trunks for Jaica Pavilus. And it has been a dominant performance for the 26-year-old fighting out of New York, New York so far in this fight. Now, Eckholm has shown durability in her bare-knuckle debut against Britain Hart. She went the distance at BYB 15 in a very tough fight against Nadine Mandiao. But right now, she has really got to watch out for the uppercuts, Paulie.
Yeah,
the targets are being hit perfectly by Jaica.
She's leaking all over the back of Jaica with that blood right in that clinch. Some bad cuts there. And again, you see how she flies in, she steps in before she throws her punches, and that allows Pavilus to negate Eckholm's reach advantage and height advantage, because Eckholm doesn't really know how to use it. She tries to step in, then punch, as opposed to use the punches to get her in. There's a good right hand from Eckholm.
Down goes Eckholm for the first time here in round 3.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to continue? You want to continue? That's it.
It is all over! Jaica Pavilus, victorious in her bare-knuckle debut inside the mighty Trigon.
Very impressive, very, very impressive. And you know what? Credit to the heart and toughness of Eckholm as well. She hangs in there. She's getting a reputation for having that toughness. She just has to work on some of those skills inside the Trigon. It's not always a matter of will, but it's a matter of skill. And Jaica Pavilus showed that tonight. What a tremendous repertoire of skills she showed in this fight, defensively, offensively, also flowing her defense into her offense, and then counter and vice versa as well. Here's some of the replays there. There was the hook that ended the fight with the knockdown over Pavilus, by Pavilus over Eckholm. There it is again. And right a few seconds before, Eckholm had actually landed a decent right hand. Actually, that left hook was actually preceded by a good uppercut first by Pavilus, which is a punch that had been working for Pavilus the entire fight.
The hit maker had the uppercut dialed in, and she is 1-0 here in BYB Extreme. Official decision coming up next. Definitely on showcase tonight, the amateur pedigree and professional boxing skills of the hitmaker to make this one official. Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Christopher Young calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 19 seconds of round number 3. Declaring your winner by TKO.